Wednesday night, February 22nd. Gentlemen, a rare Wednesday night event, but only in the state of Kentucky. You know, if it's a Wednesday night basketball game, something special on the horizon because it's tournament time. But before all that, got my man James Murray, senior class representative over here, Mr. Andrew Dobson. Gentlemen? Junior? All right. Well, hey, man, I graduated you a year early. My man Andrew Dobson with us here tonight. Gentlemen, what's going on?
What's happening, guys? Yes, I'm so excited to have my juniors, seniors to be here. Andrew Dobson here with us. So just volunteered to come on. He's got a lot of good analysis he's going to give us. Of course, a lot of the junior players are friends of his anyway with the junior class. But you guys know we played 2 nights ago. I just learned from Coach Miller a few minutes ago, every district championship for the girls is on the line tonight. Like, it has to be over by tonight according to the guidelines. So there are no more girls games after this until, I guess, Monday of next week, which, you know, he tried to have the regional draw for the girls on Friday, and he couldn't get all the ADs to agree to it. So they've got to do the boys and the girls draw both on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. I said it might be pretty nice sometime or other if we live streamed the draw and did analysis of the brackets. So we'll discuss those later on. So I'm excited. I don't want to say who I want, but all I want tonight is a district championship. Andrew Dobson, how are you, brother?
Andrew.
Oh, I'm great. I'm excited to be here tonight. But man, I've heard a lot of mixed emotions about tonight, about our squad, the Maroons, and how Somerset's looking. But I'm really excited to watch this game.
Yeah, you know, walking around here earlier, James, pregame, I was here about an hour and 45 minutes early. Walking around, you could kind of get the sense that there is a lot of nervous energy. But for me, I'm a pacer when it comes to, like, my fans, being a fan of a team, and especially before tournament time. I feel good right now. I was thinking of it this way. I told Andrew, James, this pregame, I'm going to tell you, to have you guys sound off. Really, with the way Aubrey Dalton has been playing the last 6 games, even into the tournament, carrying over that momentum, playing off the ball, rebounding, Savannah Heiss defense and rebound she's been giving us. Then you give Brooklyn Thomas, who's growing up before our eyes. Any team in the district, in the region, would like to have those 3 on their roster. We've got them. And if you get anything out of Maggie and Sydney, which you know you're going to get, then I feel really good about this team. But, you know, convince me otherwise, I guess.
Well, I'm just sitting right here trying to watch Sydney Martin and shoot around. Now, she just hit that shot and looks like she's moving okay. I mean, it would probably took a broken leg to keep her out of this district championship. You know, I approached her the other day at school and I said, Sydney, I said, you know, Coach A says you might not go tomorrow night. And she looked at me and she said, that's news to me. So, you know, whenever she says that, you know she's ready to go. She's got that dog in her. She's got that fight. I love it. You know, Brandon, we talked about toughness. I mean, Andrew was talking about this earlier. But Michaela, what about Michaela? Madeline Butcher went down for a layup the other night and got her finger broke driving down the court, finished up the layup, missed it, got fouled, run off the court, immediately got it popped back into place. She's playing tonight. She got it taped together. It didn't keep her out of the game, but probably 5 seconds. We talked about NBA players probably being out 6 weeks with the same injury. We got a lot of injuries tonight. Maggie Holt, ankle. She kept it in ice the other night when you and I was talking to her. You know, a good 10, 15 minutes. Solid red, pulling it out of there. But, you know, trying to get that injuries part of it right now. But you mentioned we got a good deep bench that I love. You mentioned a lot of the good players. You know, whether it's Hannah Murray, whether it's Sydney Resch, whether you know it's Ralston coming in. But we've got a deep bench, which I love. So I think his biggest problem is trying to figure out who's going to play and when. Andrew, what's your thoughts on the upcoming game tonight?
Well, with Sydney's injury, I feel kind of wishy-washy with the whole moving side to side, which I heard she had trouble with. But as you were saying, I was watching her and shoot around while I was talking to you guys, and she looked to be sinking all of her shots like she usually does and getting back and forth. She didn't look too hurried at all, looked pretty calm, and she's been in these big type game situations where she feels comfortable, and I think this is where she flourishes tonight, along with, like you said, with Maggie and Ralston. I think that's going to be our key tonight. If Sydney doesn't play very well and we have Ralston coming off the bench pretty strong, I think that might be our key to the game.
You know, James and Andrew, the other night there was a very special presentation about my man Coach A that James put together here as Mr. Wesley came by. I had some time to kind of cut up with Coach A before the game here, and he is just bringing out all the stops. My man not only is a good singer, is he a fan of food, my man is a comedian. because he's letting it go. We had the media coming up. Somerset's media was trying to come up and try to get him to bite on anything on the lineups. He's like, Madeline Butcher's probably not going to play. I haven't seen Sydney. Don't even get me started about Maggie. We're going to be down 4 players tonight. We may not even show up and play. Had everybody rolling. And my man keeping a straight face. Coach Cal-isms he was throwing out. He's like, I don't know. I haven't seen my players. I haven't seen them. I love that. So that tells me my man's loose. He's ready to go. He's like, man, let's just go ahead and roll it out right now. He is ready to put this game in, get a district championship, get the draw, move on to the 12th region tournament, and roll on. But here, keys to the game. Let's get into keys to the game. Tonight against Somerset, we saw a really good 8th grade point guard the other night in the first round kind of grow up and blossom as a ball handler for the Briar Jumpers. But then we know what our girls can do. Guys, tonight, what do you want to see done?
Well, you and I talked about this all season long. I just want to see execution, and I want to see careless turnovers reduced. I don't want to give away free possessions. I want to see us not put Somerset at the free throw line where they're just living at the line. I talked to Kevin Cook a little bit earlier, and we were talking about Miss Dye for Somerset. I think she had 30 points in the other game, just an 8th grader. We talked about how much we just loved her and raved about her. But, supposedly she's just been on all these AAU teams and just dominating. And now the girls have sort of caught up to her, and I think she's sort of had a slower season. But, man, you talk about breaking out last game. I mean, she broke the bottle out, and she's ready to go. Good lefty, drives in the lane, good pull-up shot. So, Brandon, ideally I'd like to see us get up 8 or 10 points and keep it 8 or 10 through the duration of the game. Is that going to happen? No. But, that's my wish list for things. I just don't want any more injuries for either team out on the court. I want us to play full strength. I want to see our girls play like they've been playing. This is so important to get this district championship because it's so hard to win a region, and it's especially harder coming out as a district loser. So tonight has big implications, even though both teams move on to Monday night. The draw says a whole lot, but let's hope home court advantage and our girls can pull us through. But like you mentioned, Aubrey's peaking at the right time. And Brandon, I really feel like we're still on an upswing. I don't feel like we're trending down. Last year in the boys tournament, you knew we just hit a little minor detour right before it started. We peaked in December. With this girls team, I feel like they're peaking in late February, which is the right time. Andrew, over to you.
Yeah, Andrew, thoughts, keys to the game.
Well, like we've been saying, I think the big keys to our game are our 3 players. We've got Aubrey, Sydney, and Maggie. I think without those big-time games that we've had in the past from Maggie, like when we played Southwestern, that was a huge game from her. How many points? 21? Around that?
Yes.
A huge game, 4 threes and massive points. I mean, it's just going to be a huge, huge deciding factor what it looks like next week. If we play well next week, I think today we're going to play well next week. I think we need to have that grit and determination that we've seen from all these players. And if we keep that going, I think that we're going to have a pretty good night tonight.
Hey, man, don't let Maggie smile fool you. She smiles a lot when she's out there playing, but, man, she is a dog. One of the best rebounders. I'm glad I don't have to go up against her. But, hey, guys, I want to echo your same sentiment here. I want to see us not settle and fall in love with the jump shot and take it at these guys. Keep driving it down their throats. Put them on their heels. I know we talked about a lot about us being nervous. Guess what? They're nervous, too. They got to figure out how to guard us. They got to figure out how to stop us. So it's an exciting night. So Wednesday night, tomorrow night, we got our boys talking about my man Andrew about boys action. He's filling me in on all the X's and O's and the Jims and Joes. Even has me a little nervous about that game, even though I don't want to say it. But anyway, tonight, 6 minutes counting down. We got the girls here in action. It's ladies' night. I want to see a ladies' district championship. I don't think I've seen one in my tenure here. So that's another thing. When was the last time that Pulaski girls has won the district tournament? Should I know this?
Well, I guess you should. I'd have to do some research because I haven't went back to see. I feel like we're going to be on a good run of district championships. Now, obviously, it needs to start somewhere. So I'm going to say it needs to start tonight. But I absolutely love the upcoming class that we have, whether it's the 8th graders, the freshmen, sophomore, juniors. We only lose Aubrey. Now, that is a big loss. But when you only have one senior, you still got a lot of growing to do, and everybody's got to come after you. Now, what did you say? We're sitting at 23-6 on the year. So that's a lot of wins. You know, I would like to get us to 24. You get me to 27 wins, I'm perfectly happy on the year. So that's my goal, is the magic number 27. So Brandon, I guess I'll take us off the air here in 5. Fans, stay tuned. We got a lot of things coming up tonight.
Welcome to Somerset, Kentucky, where you can experience the big city feel right here in our downtown. From craft breweries to top-notch dining experiences, savor plenty of local flavor. Shop at our signature boutiques and gift stores or catch a live performance at our newest venue, the Virginia. Our downtown comes alive with sights, sounds, and memorable experiences. With hundreds of miles of trails and streams, outdoor adventure abounds in Somerset, Kentucky. Go hiking, biking, trail riding, ATV riding, or just soak up the sun. Make plans to explore all of our natural wonders. Somerset is the capital of Lake Cumberland and the houseboat capital of the world. With 1,255 miles of shoreline, the water sport activities are endless. Boat, ski, wakeboard, tube, or paddle, we encourage it all. Come explore all of this and more in the spirit of Southern Kentucky. Somerset is rich in arts and agriculture. As the car cruise capital of Kentucky, we offer free family festivals that celebrate art, music, and food. Our downtown farmers market is a community gathering place that supports local producers and craftsmen. Follow our downtown mural trail, which tells Somerset's story through outdoor art experiences. We have something for everyone. Pack your bags and come see Somerset, the spirit of Southern Kentucky. We are live. You know, that's probably the greatest slogan that I've had right here with Whamco. If you're not using Whamco, it's your own asphalt. So I love that. That can't be a better slogan for anything. So if you need anything concrete, driveway done, go and see our men at Whamco, the Wilderness, and they will hook you up.
Really puts me in my place. Has me second guessing everything I've ever done with my asphalt.
Hey, when I need my driveway redone for my basketball games at home, that's who I'm going to. So we'll
better believe it.
Big sponsor of the Maroons, and any sponsor of the Maroons is a friend of mine, and I'm going to give them my business whenever I have business to give. Fans, we got a lot going on tonight, so we got starting lineups. We got a camera on the floor. We got national anthem. We're going to try some new things tonight for the district tournament team. So we got a lot of things coming up, and I'm excited about it. Do you feel it in the air, Brandon Forster?
I do. There's that game time atmosphere that only Pulaski County Gym can bring. If you're here, you're feeling it. If you're at home and you're tuned in to us, thank you for tuning in to Maroon Sports Network. We're happy to have you. Click that red subscribe button. Give us some love.
Let's get ready for the national anthem, fans, and we'll get ready to throw the ball up and determine the district championship.
No, you're filming me. This is a pitiful word.
Somerset, Lady Jumper. At guard number 1, 5'7" freshman, Haley Cole. At guard number 3, 5'7" eighth grader, Jalen Dye. At guard number 12, 5'8", senior, Kate Bruner. At guard number 11, 5'8", senior, Grace Bruner. And center number 33, 5'10", senior, Kinsey Fisher. The Lady Jumpers are coached by Cassandra McClure and assistants Andrew Laughlin, Christine Pickler Hall. Now starting line for your 24-6, Pulaski County Lady Bulldogs.
Three of the greatest words ever spoken, Brandon Forster. Let's play basketball,
I love
our
it.
man Jeff Litton.
Well, James, I know we talked about it a little bit pregame. I see a team on Pulaski County side that's focused. That core group during the national anthem, during the lineups and everything, and even right now huddled up. I don't think I've seen that huddle like that since we've been covering the games this season.
Okay, so our focus analyst has got to go ahead and a 10 out of 10 on focus level. I like it. Fans, you don't get that anywhere else.
That's right.
Player insight. So Maggie wins the tip. Aubrey controls it. Here we go.
Madeline Butcher. Tough as nails Butcher. Gets it over to the right side to Holt, 33. Point forward for the Maroons.
You know, I love that when you got a point. Look here already. No
Aubrey
way.
Dalton.
Oh,
Let it
that
go.
looked good. I was going to go crazy if the first one went in.
Rebound goes to Kate Bruner, not to be mistaken by number 11, Bruner.
Whoa, way
Sister
off.
Grace.
I didn't think that one
Three
was
by
going to touch
die?
the rim. I didn't like her being wide open, but when it left, I knew that one was off. So fortunately, but hey, that's too good a look, Brendan.
Both
Worst
teams
one.
0-1 behind the arc.
Aubrey, be ready to shoot it again. Ooh, I'll take another shot from you.
Madeline Butcher finds the right side to Holt. Holt cross-court pass to Dalton. There's Sydney Martin. She's going to drive
That's
right
tough. Well,
off the
left-handed
glass.
off the drive. Brandon, that's a lot more difficult than you're going to, a lot of people will see on that. So, hey, A+ for number 31.
Ring it up there. Sydney Martin showing, hey, anything you can do, I can do better. Here's Grace Bruner
Good,
in the
good
lane.
hands,
There's
dive.
Savannah Heist
Let's
all
pull
over
it out of there,
Sydney
Sid.
Martin with
All
it, gets
right.
it to her guard, and we're off to the races.
Now, a lot
Here's
of that
Butcher.
was Savannah Heist right there, knocking
Yes,
the ball loose.
I'm telling you, she's underrated right now during the
I
success.
agree. Maggie sort of didn't know what she was going to do. She sort of got in no man's land right there, and Sydney was coming over, so it's the right idea, Brendan, but it was just a little bit, off, and we were asynchronous then.
Diamond press right here by the Maroons right now. It's been giving teams fits here to end the season.
Nice pass.
Drops it down to
That's a
Fisher.
walk. Yes,
Fisher walks herself. Turnover, jumpers.
One walk by both teams. Little nerves early on, Brandon.
Both teams 0-1 behind the arc. Both teams with the turnover apiece.
Now, Maggie's awful gimpy, if you'll notice that right leg here, Brandon. I mean,
Favoring it.
Oh, that's a foul.
Looks like she tipped it to herself. Savannah wisely kicks it back out to
Maggie.
her. Aubrey Dalton.
Yes, sir. Maggie, hold the hammer. Coming through already, Brandon. 5-0 quickly.
She gave us her word of confidence and appreciation for the name The Hammer, so that's what we're going to do. Thor's Hammer,
kick.
Maggie Holt. Hey, wrong sport, but hey, I like her skills on the soccer field if we ever need her.
Brandon, we've got a lot of multi-athlete females, and that's what I love. Maggie's so good at volleyball, and arguably she's just as good or better at basketball.
She was rolling back and forth during volleyball season between volleyball and basketball to practices. I just, her will, man. Best rebounder I've seen wear the white and maroon that I've seen.
Oh, deflection.
Butcher off the
Sydney Martin.
deflection from Sydney Martin.
Good
She's going to
bounce
give it
pass.
right
Go
back
finish,
to her.
girl.
Lays it up. Gets her own rebound.
Yes,
puts it
sir.
up and in.
Hey,
7-0
Brandon
Maroons.
Foister called the focus level in the huddle.
Look at this
Tip,
one.
Madeline Butcher. Here we
Diamond
go.
press, baby.
Let's get up 10 early. Back to her. Knock it.
Finds
Nice.
Maggie. Nice
Go
pass.
finish, Maggie.
That is a nice pass.
She should have finished down the left side of the rim.
Be strong with the ball here. Maggie
Hit me
Holt
that
for
10.
another
Short. Aubrey hustling. Jump ball.
jump ball. Fishers pulls it out, gets it up to her guard. Jalen
Look at
Nyther
Maggie.
up in a hurry. Butcher went for the steal.
Butcher.
Die takes her to left side, puts it off the glass and in. Big basket for the jumpers. Almost a turnover as
Watch behind
Sydney.
you. No talking right there. Butcher's got to holler to Sydney. Wolf, wolf, wolf. We need to know a trailer's coming there, Brendan.
Great sense of awareness there by Sydney Martin to catch the ball and then square her shoulders up to the basket. That was smart, but again, like you said, lack of communication got it tipped out of bounds. Looks like Bruner's going to be all up in her grill.
She's won it. Madeline right there had her feet set.
Looks like a 3-1-3-1 zone here by the jumpers.
Brooklyn's in. Good pass right there. Ooh.
They're going to say off Aubrey Dalton.
I didn't mind that pass at all, but Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Thomas said last night with confidence, she said, my goal, James Murray, is to whoever comes in my way, I stop them and I shut them down.
You know
That's
what's
a great
funny?
quote.
I was calling her the things on her legs like leg warmers. And she said, what are you talking about? Those are knee braces.
It was a great quote. I loved it. And for a freshman, too, you got to love
She
that.
said, my dad makes me wear them because he wants to protect my knees. I'm like, okay, good call, Brooklyn. Good call.
Brooklyn Thomas joining us last night, Maroon
She did a
Sports
great
Network.
job.
She's
Great job.
fantastic, and she smiles just as big as Madeline and Maggie on the court. She has a lot of fun.
Softball player.
Has
so
a
we'll
lot of
have
fun. Look at
on
that.
Good,
Defense
Maggie.
from the backside with Maggie Holt to take it
3-on-2.
away.
What's Madeline
Here's
doing?
Butcher.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass to
the
Aubrey
Tiger.
Dalton.
Timeout, Somerset.
Great two-man basketball, very unselfish from the Lady Maroons early on. You like this.
If you need a quality work uniform, rugs replaced, new dust mops to keep it fancy, or your bathroom supplies topped off, call Cintas at 606-679-3703. We'll get you ready for the workday.
I'm Chandler Godby.
And I'm Aiden Wesley, and using Cintas is a touchdown in our book.
Thanks, Cintas, for your support of the Maroon Athletics.
All right, we're back on Brandon Forster. I cannot be more excited over a 9-2 start early in the game. Now it's a long way away, but fans, your Lady Maroons have come out to play tonight, and it's evident.
James, just 6 games ago, I don't think you see that extra pass right there down low that Aubrey received from Maggie.
Tiger did a great pass right there.
It was.
Away, bounce pass.
It was
beautiful.
very unselfish. That tells me they're locked in.
All right, here we go. Backing it back in. Oh, get there, Aubrey.
Deflection almost got it away.
close.
There's Combs for the jumpers. She's got it in control. She thought about the
I like
three.
her a lot, too.
She
Number 1
looked
and
good the
number
other
3,
night
yes.
against Rockcastle. Here's Dye for an NBA three. She was locked and loaded the other night. She has all 5 of the jumpers' points right now.
We just talked about leaving her open, and boom, sure enough, it happened.
Maroons break the press easily. Missed 3 by Butcher. Rebound by Holt. Off the legs of Combs. Stays with the Maroons.
You know, Maggie Holt got that rebound, and she didn't even turn and look at the goal. She immediately was dribbling when she come down with it to get it out to the three-point line. So I almost would like to turn and survey before I start dribbling out to the three-point line.
Like she was looking backwards instead of forwards.
One more pass. Somebody dive.
Extra pass from Sydney Martin. Found that open shot. Yep. It's good rebound there by Dye.
Brandon, I would like it if we dive right there because we got 3 players looking at the ball, and all you got to do is back cut and come into the gap that's wide open on the zone, and
Go
we're
around
for jump shots.
Yep.
To me, that could have been a layup with the hard cut on the weak side.
That's why I like to see the aggressiveness of attacking the basket early on rather than settling for the jump shot. The settling for the jump shot tells me you're wanting to be comfortable. Dye already hit from that same spot that she's got the ball in earlier last possession for the jumpers. Mills, number 10, is in the game. That's Grace Bruner with the pass to the left side to Dye. Dye back to the top of the key to Kate Bruner. Kate and Grace. And there's Mills with that baseline jumper. She did that the other night against Rockcastle very well for the jumpers. That baseline jumper, she's money on.
That was a beautiful shot. So already we're down to a 2-point lead.
Puts them back into a 1-possession game. Turnover Maroons as Sydney couldn't get the handle and Brooklyn couldn't receive it. Butterfingers rolls out of bounds, goes to the jumpers.
Okay, we're putting in James Murray's niece, and we're going to see how she sparks us right here, Brendan.
The
Forster.
pogo stick,
let's
number
go.
25, Hannah Murray.
Yes.
We didn't even get to give her a lot of love
What
in
a
the
beautiful
airtime.
last name that she has.
Murray.
You can just tell she's athletic. Here, drop. Sydney,
Wide
get
open
there.
look there. Sydney was there to intercept the pass. Great awareness there. She's going to put it on the floor and try to bring it, and Kate Bruner's going to meet her full court here.
Okay, Wolf behind you. Nice.
Maggie finds her guard. Sydney Martin looks like it was deflected. Hannah Murray was mugged down low. It's going to go out of bounds. Maroons
Good.
ball.
I don't know about that shot, Brendan. That should be a little more
Forced.
patient because the hardest one to do is the pull-up 3 in transition.
Go
So
to
it
the
needs
basket right there.
Needs to be inside out or going to the basket. Exactly.
Absolutely. Put them on their heels. Maggie Holt's going to let it go.
Short.
Rebound goes to Mills, number 10, for the jumpers. Here comes Grace Bruner out, leading the charge. Almost deflected from behind. Kate Bruner bails it out. Cross-court pass to Dye for 3. She was set on that James Murray. It's out of bounds. Officials are going to say it stays with the jumpers.
Off on Maggie Holt for sure.
Maroons now going to guard this in a zone look here. Man-to-man, I apologize. Kate Bruner wide open at the top of the key. Butcher went for the steal.
Gosh.
Grace puts it on the floor, kicks it to Taya Mills in the left wing. Hits a 3. She's got 5 for the jumpers.
Okay, our 9-2 lead is gone. Somerset called a timeout. They're 8-0 after the timeout, Brandon.
5 big points for number 10 for the jumpers, Taya Mills.
Oh, bad pass.
Now there's the steal in the defense. She kicks it out to Combs. Combs drives left, lays it off the glass. They're going to call a foul on the guard, Madeline Butcher, for the Maroons. Coach A doesn't like what he's seeing.
Brandon, I'm almost ready for TO on our side because we've become a little discombobulated here with this 8-0 run, and they're going to keep adding to it. So now we got the game that we know we all expected. I expected a lot of lead changes. I would expect probably 12 or more lead changes tonight.
Coach Atkins there giving Hannah Murray an earful, something he did not like out of his freshman guard. So she's learning from her first district championship game. Trial by fire. Here's Combs with the second free throw. It's in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Holt.
I mean, you called it. Maggie is such a good rebounder. She blocks out so well.
She's just so, when she puts two hands on the basketball, nobody else is going to get it.
Brooklyn, go up, girl. Foul. Oh, my
Brooklyn
gosh.
mugged as she hits the floor. Took a shot to the face, but she's up and running. Sophie Barnes in for the jumpers, number 2. Missed shot that goes to Kate Bruner, who dribbles it out. Cross-court pass to Combs. Maggie bullies her way to get it. Here comes Hannah Murray, going to go cross-court. Rejected by Combs.
That was nice. That was nice.
It's almost like Hannah wasn't fully committed to whether or not she was going to take the shot or not. Combs took advantage of it.
Yes.
Martin's going to let it go from the corner, in and out. Look pretty from here. Rebound goes to Kate Bruner. Bruner cross-court to Combs, number 1. She slows it down. Cross-court pass to Kate Bruner. To the top to Taya Mills.
No.
Ooh. They're going to call Madeline Butcher, who's also pleading her case. That's the no-no. You foul a three-point shooter.
Brandon, I know, but I didn't see it. Madeline didn't see it either, and I'm sure Steve and Pam Butcher down in Ocala, Florida, didn't see it either.
No, we didn't see that. We're going to have a conversation between the officials right now.
Okay, that's one foul on her. I was thinking she had 2 already, Brandon, so, I'll settle for 1. But, we're not being aggressive because so far we have 0 fouls on Somerset. And now I think Brooklyn got fouled, but other than that, I don't think they fouled any at all. So, the refs are calling a pretty good game, but we got to be aggressive. We got to make them foul us. Like our boys last night, the first 4 times they shot free throws, they were all 2-shot free throws.
Yeah. That was right. That shows you someone's playing more aggressive than the other offensively. Taya Mills now with 6 points for the jumpers here in this first quarter.
I like her hair better or her good-looking jump shot.
She's got a good release, follow-through with the basketball.
Yeah, she's played many a day and put up many a shot, so I can tell you that for sure.
Taya Mills lets the second one go. Hits all
missed.
Parts of the cylinder. Both players went for it.
Okay, what do we call it?
Combs, Holt, and Thomas hits the deck.
Okay, Brooklyn's pleading her case here with Coach Atkins, so I don't know what the conversation is. But Maggie should have blocked out a little better there.
Tells me that the youngster is engaged in this one. Kate Bruner hits it back to the corner to Combs. Combs puts it on the floor, finds Grace Bruner in the lane, throws up a prayer, no good.
Foul. There we go. First foul.
There we go. Taylon Ralston, number 1 for the Maroons.
Y'all hadn't noticed this, but I was talking to Allie Steele, and she said, Taylon has got the most beautiful eyes. And then when I got her for the post game the other night and just looked at her eyes, I'm like, man, Allie Steele's correct. She does.
Oh, we're lucky to have Taylon Ralston. We're blessed to have Taylon Ralston. She can get hot too. Madeline Butcher, NBA 3, NBA range 3. Savannah Heiss is back in the game for the Maroons. Here comes Combs out in a hurry, finds Kate Bruner, lays it up, and 1. And they're going to call the foul on, looks like, number 13, Savannah Heiss.
Brendan, I don't feel like we have scored since the 5-minute plus mark. We were up 9-2.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have sort of just derailed here in the first
Looks
quarter.
like we're trying to make everything very difficult for ourselves right now offensively. We're not getting in anything in rhythm like we were in the first 3 minutes. 35 seconds counting down as Holt brings it up, and she's fouled by Kate Bruner.
Kate looks around like she said, what did I do? But there were a little contact right there on the pass. So 4 fouls against us, 2 fouls against Somerset.
And the jumper is Kate
Grace
Bruner, Combs, Mills, and Barnes in for the jumpers. For the Maroons right now, Butcher, Ralston, Holt, Martin, Heist.
That's not a foul?
That's a foul on the arc that we got called against us earlier. Very inconsistent. Mills has it, gets it out to Barnes for 3. She's going to let it go. Off the front iron to the right side. Ralston had it. It's going to be tapped out by the Bruners, and it's going to go Maroons.
Okay, 11 seconds. Brandon's going to be hard-pressed to get off a good shot here against this 2-2-1 press.
Madeline Butcher was Kate Bruner all over her hip. Sydney Martin makes position.
What?
Nothing called there.
Okay. Just go up with
Ralston gets her hand on the ball. Coach A is pleading his case right now to the officials.
Welcome to Sports Den,
the one-stop shop that has all your sporting needs.
Sports Den has the largest selection of sporting equipment, including the best quality baseball and softball gloves by Wilson, Rawlings, and Mizuno, and bats by Easton, Rawlings, Louisville Slugger, and DeMarini. Show off your school spirit and represent your favorite team. Looking for the perfect Christmas gift? Look no further than a Letterman jacket. Sports Den is your number one stop shop for the modern athlete and casual fan. Call Sports Den 606-678-4484, conveniently located between stoplight number 19.
Brandon, we're back. I got to give a shout out to my main man, Lucian Deaton. He told me, tonight the Cats are playing, the Lady Maroons are playing. Lady Maroons come first, Cats come second. So he just told me my mic was a little low, so I appreciate that. So hopefully our producer, Landon Stocks, and Sam and Norman and the crew have got the mic fixed. So Lucian will let me know if it's still a little low. But, hey, your mic's always good. I don't understand it.
Lucian Deaton getting it done, doing the doubleheader tonight. Cats, Maroons, I love it. What we all should do. Thank you, Lucian Deaton, for all that you do for the Pulaski family and the Pulaski County High School students. Maggie Holt now leading the charge. Driving left. Doesn't see anything that she likes. 2-3 by the jumpers. Holt dribbles right, kicks it left-hand side to Butcher. Butcher back to Holt. Holt drives right. Outside to Martin. The dribble drive is intercepted by Grace Bruner. She finds her guard Combs leading the charge.
Good,
Combs
Maggie.
tries to get it back to Grace Bruner.
Oh, my God.
And Heist stole the ball, and they call her for steps. So I don't know if she had possession, James, when she literally just stole the ball.
It was not possession. Possession, 1-2, ripped it away. So
very frustrating early on here. Start the second quarter. We're going to try to get out of that day's funk where we have not scored, James, in about 4.5 minutes.
Ooh, close to a turnover.
Dye back into the game for the jumpers. She finds Kate Bruner inside out to Combs. Maroons drops into man-to-man with the trapping action. Here's Kate Bruner with the long 3. Rebound goes to Martin. Takes it right out of her hands. Here comes Madeline Butcher for the Maroons, leading the charge. 2-3 here by the jumpers with Heist, Dalton, Holt, and Martin in the game for the Maroons.
Brandon, we're in about a 6-minute drought, and we're just down 5. We've got to generate something.
Not a good pass to Aubrey. It was hard for her to catch.
Yes, sir.
Savannah lays it up as she's fouled. It looks like, I think it was on Dye. We'll see. Number 3, it's going to be on Dye.
I saw the lovely, excellent Tina Excellent here supporting the Somerset Lady Jumpers. So we lost a good one when she went over there. But you know what? Chef Stevens, hats off to him. He's doing a great job in the Family and Consumer Science Department. The luncheon we had last week that was free. Was amazing to do the taco
Stevens
bar. So,
laying the smackdown with the pork nachos. It was good, man.
For some reason, I really love that guy.
Chef Stevens, and I tell you what, I was trying to find him after school Friday, see if he had any extra leftover lime cake. That stuff was good, too. Chef Stevens getting it done in the SCCLA
Sydney
hallway.
knew she fouled right then because you
Punched
sort
her
of
in the
tell by
face.
your action when you jerk her hands back, and so that was just guilty all over.
Yeah, hard to sell your innocence on that one, but
wow, look at this update. Lucian Deaton coming through for us.
24
Cats
to
up
12
24-12 early at the Swamp.
That's awesome. Thank you, Lucian Deaton, for that.
We need that win and this
win.
win.
We win that one, I think you punch your way into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, for sure. Brandon, they're talked about we may climb as high as a 7 seed, with
wow,
a strong
really?
finish. So we will see.
Well, we'll see. Taya Mills there, red hot to end the first half.
Brooklyn pulled it down.
Thomas hits the deck.
No, she let go of the ball before she hit the floor. I will disagree with that call all day long. She knew she was coming down and just dropped it. Did you see that?
This sounds like the way it was described to me at Boyle County on Thursday night last week for our boys. Barrick Williams going up and getting rebounds, and they're calling him for walks in crucial possessions. Here's Dye, kicks it over to Combs.
Brooklyn is hustling, dude.
Combs swings it to Kate Bruner. Bruner cross court to Dye. Looks like Maroons are in a zone. Sydney Martin steps out to Kate Bruner. Kate gets it down to Fisher, number 33, lays it off the glass over Brooklyn Thomas. 6-point lead for the Jumpers. Maggie Holt now looking up, gets it poked away by Combs. Deflected out of bounds. It's going to go now to the Maroons. It's going to stay with the Maroons. Coach A looks as frustrated as I've seen him all day. Sydney Martin makes her move into the lane. Nice finger roll.
Hey, split 2 defenders, and her left hand is as nice as anybody's left hand in the entire region, including Dye, who is a left-handed player.
Much needed points there for the Maroons as Butcher is back in for the Maroons. Butcher, Martin, Dalton, Thomas, and Holt all fighting for position right now, playing zone.
Brandon, sometimes I look at this, and sometimes I know it's modified. Look at Brooklyn.
That's Thomas.
That's all heart
That's
right
an
there.
athletic play by Brooklyn Thomas. Here's Butcher trying to get Kate Bruner off her hip. Dye comes out to meet her. Elbows thrown.
No.
Thrown away to Kate Bruner. Nobody getting back defensively.
Missed it.
Kate can't finish with the layup.
Maggie Holt.
Not there to pick up the ball. Holt strips it
wow,
around,
okay.
throws Dye to the
No.
ground. We might
No.
have an intentional.
He's going to call it from all the way back there and not let the guy on the front call it?
Coach A says, hey, my point guard's getting roughed up too. You're going to have to bring some even squares here. Wide open Dye in the corner for 3. It's in and out. Rebound goes to
That's a
looks
walk.
like Grace
How's that
Bruner.
not a walk?
Brooklyn Thomas jumps for it.
Answer me the question. She just fell just like Brooklyn Thomas did
Yeah.
and did not lose the ball, and that was not a walk.
At this point, I'm going to quote the famous Mr. Makinich. If that's the rules of the game, we got to learn how to change and abide by it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we
Good
got to be
passing.
strong with the ball.
I wanted that pass to Brooklyn. That was a look at Maggie Holt. Go up right now, Maggie. Left-handed,
There it is.
beautiful.
Maggie
the
Holt.
hammer coming through.
The hammer
I
Holt.
wanted that pass to Brooklyn in the corner. For the wide
I like
open
that
3.
she's really wanting the ball. Now, they better be careful because
Sydney.
we're going to be managing
Oh, man.
fouls here pretty soon. Wide open Combs for 3. No good. Martin's going to run cross court to try to get it.
If Sydney's ankle wasn't hurt, Brandon, she would have got
She would have
that
got there.
one. No. Okay, just had pulled it within
18-14.
2.
Butcher pushed by Kate Bruner. And that's a foul in the backcourt. 85 feet away from the basket.
That's her second one, but you sort of know the referees have got to step in, and they got to control this before it gets out of control because both teams want this bad.
Emotion is
There's no-
high
no
right
doubt
now in
about
Pulaski
it.
County Gym. Madeline Butcher trying to
Foul
hand
again.
off to Holt, but you got to know your awareness there that people's on you.
How's
Martin
that not a
catches it in
foul?
traffic.
How's
She's
that not a
fouled on the
foul? There we
floor
go.
by Barnes,
Splitting a
it
double
looks
team.
like.
Sydney's like, finally, it's about time. But
Sophie
when you
Barnes,
when
I think,
you
is going to
get
be
two
called.
different arms hitting you, Brandon, splitting the double team.
Seems like every time she catches the ball in that spot right at the free throw line, there's 2 arms that's going in at her. I think that's coached.
She's like, what are we running? I don't know if they know what they're running on out of bounds.
Inbounds, Holt looking for a man. Here's Aubrey Dalton. She's been quiet tonight. Brooklyn Thomas
Again.
trying to tip it in, gets her own miss, finds Martin, short mid-range. It's
beautiful
good.
pull up.
Great to take your time and get the points there, not try to overdo it. Martin really realizing that.
Get
Taya
down.
Mills drives,
Big
finds a
side.
wide open die for 2. They answer on the other end. We got a ball game here, James Murray.
We gotta make that big stop, Brandon.
Madeline
Beautiful
Butcher,
pass.
nice
Look
pass.
at the Tiger. Wow, what a dub
Sydney
down.
Martin clapping her hands saying, come on, anything you can do, I can do better. She's feeling it. She's in the zone. Sydney Martin.
Madeline Butcher, Aubrey Dalton, Brooklyn Thomas, and Maggie Holden for the Maroons.
There we go.
Turnover as the
Dive.
ball's loose.
Dive. Dang it.
Grace Bruner dives, gets it out to Sophie Barnes for 3. In and out. Maggie Holt going for the rebound. Tip to Brooklyn.
Three
Thomas
tips.
gets it.
Yes.
Finds Martin. That's the best
Cross
rebound
her
I've
over.
seen all
Cross
night.
her over.
Martin's going to go
Left-handed.
left.
Nice.
She puts it off the glass, and it's good. Tie game. Love that dribble stop right there by Sydney. That's what we haven't seen her do enough, James.
Hey, I looked out there and I saw the best player on the floor, and it's number 31 for us.
She wants it. Grace Bruner kicks it out to Die in the corner for 2. It's good. Didn't hit any rim. Maggie Holt screaming for a timeout. And the officials can't hear. Motions are really high. If you need that warm hot tub put in before the cold weather sets in, that roof put on your garage or home, a sign to advertise your new or existing business, or just something big and heavy moved or removed, look no further than Crane and Boom. They can provide you with the utmost professional heavy lifting services anywhere in the state of Kentucky. Contact Josh Anderson at 606-305-1832 and trust the heavy lifting to us.
And we are back. Shout out to Crane and Boom. Josh Anderson, one of the finest people you will find in this entire county. Brandon, I would vote for him for governor right now if he was running. That's how good a guy he is.
Well, yes, absolutely. He's got my vote.
He's watching at home in the living room now, kick back. Probably got him a soft drink and sitting back there and enjoying Maroon Sports Network. Hopefully he's got the Lady Maroons on instead of the Wildcats, but I'll say he does because he's a huge fan.
He can flip back and forth. One thing to watch right now is Sydney Martin came off the court on that timeout, and it looks like she's battling through something right now, and maybe we'll hope to see if she makes it back or not. As the trainers seek her for attention right now.
Uh-oh, that's not good because it's her right hand, fan. She's holding her right hand, so it's nothing to do with her ankle.
Butcher's got the ball.
So now we got a foot and a hand injury. That's going to be tough.
Looks like jumpers are trying to trap the corners.
Hannah Murray. Brooklyn
Rebound,
Thomas.
Brooklyn Thomas.
Nice. Brooklyn Thomas, number 15.
Don't back it out when you get it there. Put it up.
She said right now just call me BT, but we're going to come up with something new. It ain't going to be BT.
Are you
for
with
long.
me? Jalen Dye, NBA range 3 again. Not there.
Oh,
Hannah
foul,
Murray
yes.
had the rebound.
1-on-1.
Foul and Grace Bruner.
I can go BT.
I like BT.
Brooklyn Big Time Thomas. It don't even have to go with Brooklyn Thomas. Brooklyn Big Time Thomas.
Big time.
You like it?
I know it's like nothing like what I'm thinking, but like NKOTB, New Kids on the Block, it's like, oh, Brooklyn Thomas is the best. There you go. I'll try to sing it.
Big time. I love it.
The right stuff.
Yes, Hannah Murray. Good job. Okay, Josh Anderson said, yes, sir, you know it. MSN all the way. So thank you,
Get
Josh.
your smoke on, Josh Anderson.
We love your food, your children.
Josh Anderson's got to be proud. Zach Anderson coming through last night with
sir.
a lot of playing time for our guys now. He's going to be playing some varsity now.
He's going to be at every football game and every basketball game for the next 3 years, so no doubt
Love
about
Zach.
that.
Got him in my honors biology class. He's a great basketball player, football player, and he's an even better student.
He gets all those brains after Josh. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Looks like Maroons in the zone. Grace Bruner out to Dye. Dye puts it on the floor, gets into the zone, and kicks it out to Sophie Barnes. Sophie Barnes back to Grace.
You know what?
Grace
They're
back to
moving
Combs.
the ball really well, Brandon.
They do pass the ball really well.
So I've noticed
Maroons defending really well as well. Here's a wide open Taya Mills, not the one you want open. Rebound, Hannah Murray put it on the floor early, finds Martin. Martin back into the game for the Maroons. Butcher's got it, leading the charge, going to slow it down, see if they can get into their offense. Aubrey Dalton, a little quiet tonight.
Lucian Deaton, my mic is much better. UK leads 30-15.
Wow.
With 7:55 left in the first
I'm curious,
half.
who's playing out of their mind? Chris Livingston, our freshman, growing up
Lucian,
now?
tell us who is the man right now. Who is playing well for the Wildcats? Relay that information to us.
Sydney Martin at the line.
You know what? We
game.
need to come up with a nickname for this girl right here because, Brandon, you mentioned her work ethic. You mentioned how many days she's here before
Warrior.
school starts. I've seen her here on Sundays shooting by herself with the gun up. So her work ethic is unparalleled.
Yeah. It's the things that I've read about in Michael Jordan's documentaries, the things that I saw in Kobe Bryant's documentary. Same will to win, man. Sydney Martin, can't say enough about her here. Here's a trap in the corner to Combs as Butcher and Martin extended that defense out to the three-point line.
Hannah
Mills
trying
puts
to get
the
in.
ball
Drop,
down
drop.
low.
Yes,
Aubrey
good.
Dalton
Pull
getting
it
on
out
the
of there.
floor.
Jump.
Fighting for it.
Jump ball, finally.
Aubrey Dalton really getting after it. Into the game for Somerset is Kaylee Bartley, number 22. First time we've seen her tonight.
Brandon, nice answer, nice run for us after we got down by 5 or 7 points right there.
Looks like the Jumpers are trying to give their guys some air right now as they're managing fouls too. Die for 3.
Bingo.
Bails them out.
That was a beautiful
1 point
jump shot.
game.
Hey, pump fake, one dribble, knocked it
Yeah.
down.
We
Textbook
saw her do that
basketball.
the other night. She does that really well off the bounce too.
Aubrey's
Butcher
dying for it. Aubrey is dying
gets it down
for
to
it.
Martin. Martin goes over
There
Bartley.
we go. Another foul.
I
from
think
number
Martin
22.
realized there's a mismatch
Yes.
there. Take advantage of it.
Hey, she's got the eye of the tiger, Brandon Forster. She is wanting the ball, calling for the ball. Fans, you got everything you want right now. 26-25.
Just a dog getting after it. Martin with the first free throw.
Sheway
It's
has
good.
11 so far.
Wow.
So
I've not seen him have double digits in a first half in quite some time.
So Oscar is your early answer.
And that's what we need.
Bingo,
Sydney Martin
beautiful.
again for
That's
2.
one of the prettiest
Good.
free throws I've seen. Okay, Brandon, 3-point lead, 28 seconds to go to halftime.
28-25. It's been back and forth here in Pulaski County Gym. It was the Maroons that struck first, went up 9-0, and the Jumpers came battling back due to
Man, I
Taya
wanted
Mills
Sydney
and
to have that
Dye.
rebound.
Jalen Dye, number 3. She drives in the lane right now. That's Dye. She gets the foul call.
She is so special.
A
so
5,
so good.
6, 8th grader, James. So poised. Plays so well for the Jumpers. She kind of controls the tempo and stirs the drink to what it is that the Jumpers are trying to do.
Look there.
Good-looking ball player.
You would never tell that she's an 8th grader ever in 100 years watching
Telling
the
you,
sport.
and then Rockcastle's youngsters last night growing up for us right before our eyes,
Boom.
punching their ticket to the 12th Region Boys
Okay,
Tournament.
Lady Maroons up 1 with 12 seconds to go. Let's see what we get. Hannah's looking for Sydney.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she
right
carries.
in front of us.
Costly turnover. We should be going up with either a 1, 2, 3, or 4-point lead, but Brandon, we may be going down at halftime.
Maroons, Dalton, Resch, Murray,
Just guard
Thomas,
die,
and
guard
Martin.
die.
Martin trying to get across court to intercept that. She just can't get there. Sophie Barnes for a long 3. Not sure what
we get
the
some
call
bonus
is.
free throws. Number 22. No, he just called it out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah. Okay. At this point, just get in and hold it. I don't want to see you even slinging it here. One-handed, go in, go in. Oh my gosh!
Almost.
That was
Who
dead
threw that?
on.
Was that Hannah Murray?
No, that was Sydney Martin.
Sydney Martin?
That was beautiful. Fans, let's get ready for Coach's interview. Right now, we've got Miss Teresa Burkett going to interview tonight. So thank you, Teresa. Give us your thoughts on the first half. So fans, we'll get ready to transition over here in just a second. Looks like she's getting stats before she walks in, Brandon, so you can go ahead and throw a few more words in here. Any thoughts on the first half?
Well, right now I think it's just loud as all get out in here, and I can't hear a darn thing. But my thoughts on the first half, definitely both teams, you can roll the dice right now and they got a shot. And if you're both teams going in at halftime, this is where you want to be. And at this point, you go in
All right, let's
and
go
you
to
just
Coach.
try to connect.
Hey, Coach, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Overall, pretty good first half in a high-intensity game with a lot of pressure, crosstown rivals. We're doing pretty good. Honestly, we probably need to get a little bit more movement on offense. We get a little stagnant right now. And defensively, we've got to get more rebounds. Other than that, I think they'll be all right.
Okay, thank you. Send it back up to the booth.
From all of us at Godby Realty and Auction, wishing the best of luck to all the boys and girls teams playing in the district and regional tournaments coming up. The greatest time in the Bluegrass, Sweet 16 basketball. Realty and Auction, a real estate auction company that's been in business in Pulaski County for 58 years. If you have a need to sell residential, commercial, farm, or personal property, give us a call. Rick Barker at 606-678-4865.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
We cross-reference the value of your car with multiple sources. And here at Dung Franklin, we think it's worth more.
Are you serious?
When it comes to trading and selling, Don Franklin invests more in you.
For real?
Not just your vehicles.
Sorry, man. I don't know what came over me.
Happens all the time.
Sell us your vehicles. We really do pay more.
All right, Brandon Forster, we're live. 6 minutes to go until we start the second half. What a great first half. We had a lot of different lead changes. At one point in time, I felt like we were in complete control up 9-2. Then Somerset went on a huge run. We went forever. This chair's about ready to book you out. You're on a riding Bronco here. Big run by Somerset, but then we sort of settled down. Sydney Martin got under control. She made a lot of baskets right there. Dude, she wants it. I know she's injured. She's playing through pain. Her lateral movement's not what it usually is with things. A lot of questionable calls, a lot of scrappiness, a lot of, it is what it is. It's district tournament time. You expect this out on the floor. Fans, I expect a marvelous first half, so give us your thoughts on the first half.
Yeah, well said, James. Very physical, and at this point, being strong with the basketball when it's coming off the glass, getting two hands on the basketball at all times, going up and rebounding it with one hand is not going to get it done. Being very sound with the basketball. I think what we saw early on and what we continue to do consistently in the first half was Sydney Martin, maybe it's because of injury, maybe not, very consistent in catching the ball and being poised to make her move. Very patient, and that's what it's going to take. I think a lot of times because of the emotion of the game and how physical it is, it continues to speed things up in your head. You rush layups, you rush shots, you get into things, and before you know it, it puts you behind. So I think being strong with the basketball is what it's going to be. Brooklyn Thomas kind of weathered the storm for us a little bit there in the second quarter, and then Sydney got her groove going with a couple of easy baskets, a little bit of momentum. I think to settle these youngsters down who has not been there, we're going to need some Aubrey Dalton defense and Aubrey Dalton movement off the ball in the second half.
Well said, Brandon. We got a lot of things that's factoring on our behalf. Aubrey, I don't know if she got a shot off in the first half or not. Maybe no, 1-3 start the game because she sort of missed that one. So we need her to space out the floor a little bit and get some more shots up. Like you said, huge minutes by Brooklyn Big Time Thomas. I don't understand, one time though, we can fall with the ball and it's considered a walk, but then again, Somerset can fall with the ball and it's not a walk. So I don't know what the consistency is there with that. But overall, pretty good call first half. I can't really complain about that. Girls are coming out. Coach Woodcock, they look like they're focused. Looks like we're re-energized here. Should be a fun 16 minutes of second half ball.
Coach A, very animated, and I like that he's into it right now. His players look like they're really feeding into what it is that he's saying because of that focus, and that's what it's going to take. Maggie Holt, we're going to need that aggressiveness. We're going to need that play out of her. But, folks, we got a lot of basketball left. James Murray, Brandon Foister, 3 minutes left to go until the first half. Stick around, folks. Second half coming your way. Maroon Sports Network.
Hendrickson understands that work is not only a way to satisfy your personal drive and ambitions, but it's also a means for you to provide for yourself and your families.
Paid holidays, paid time off.
You can earn several different bonuses towards the end of the year.
It's the first place I've ever worked where you're not treated like a number. You work for Hendrickson, you're part of the family.
The work schedule, and then also the company-sponsored events. We have pool parties, Christmas parties, softball tournaments, kickball tournaments, all the fun things. And the management knows you. I mean, the management participates. They know everybody by name. It's like a big family.
Becoming a valued member of the Hendrickson team provides you with a full complement of benefits that include medical, dental, health, life insurance, and disability insurance, as well as a flexible spending account, a 401k, and a pension plan. Hendrickson will also offer financial assistance if you decide to adopt a child. Each Hendrickson location also has activities ranging from softball teams, golf outings, to company-sponsored family picnics. Activities vary from location to location based on employee interests and input. Hendrickson feels strongly about promoting and developing from within the organization. Employees are truly our most important asset. Hendrickson, the world rides on us.
We're about to pull up something special, brand new announcement. If my producer can get it pulled up.
Game saying, just like ESPN does their annual ESPY Awards for sports of all nature, what if the Maroons had their high school Maroon Spies or Maroon Sports Awards, highlighting our players, female and male athletes of all sports here in all columns and categories, and honoring them in a formal night and award show?
All right, Brendan, we've got the t-shirt up on the screen. Here's what we're going to ask. If you love the Maroon Sports Network or think anything about James Murray or Brandon Foister or these students, if you'll send us a $30 donation, we're going to go buy all the awards for the students for all the different categories, and we will give you a Maroon Sports Network t-shirt, just like you and I are going to wear tomorrow night at the championship game. So fans, if you can, just mail it to Pulaski County High School. Attention either James Murray or Brandon Foister, and we're going to make this dream a reality at the beginning of May. During school, sixth period, invite all the athletes and make it special.
And what's great about it is it's not about us. It's about our kids. It's about our student and our student athletes. We need to honor them, and that's what it's all about. It's what Maroon Sports Network is about, our Maroon student athletes.
All right, here we go. Brandon Foister, 28-27, 7:50 left in the third quarter. Good cross-court pass.
Aubrey Dalton puts it on the floor, hands it off to Sydney. She's going to let it go in the corner.
Bingo!
Big shot.
Wow. Got her feet set. I didn't think there's no way, Brandon, but she's running really good right now.
Sydney ran from corner to corner to get that ball. Great play by the young lady right there to be strong.
I know that there are 10 players out there on this court that really want this district championship, but I'm putting number 31 right at the top.
There's Grace Bruner, little short right there.
Jump ball, and that will
she
go
goes
to
to the
Somerset
floor
because we got first ball.
And it's going to stay in possession with the jumpers here. 31-27 Maroons coming out, hitting a three to start the second half.
All right, up 4. Very good opening possession.
It's Jalen Dye, kicks it cross court to Kate Bruner. Kate back cross court to Jalen Dye, guarded by Dalton.
Spin move. Oh, wow.
Spin
Sydney
turnover.
was right there.
Maggie
Nice
Holt has
outlet
it,
pass.
kicks it out to her point guard. Madeline finds Sydney,
Yes,
who's
sir.
fouled by Combs, number 1, Haley Combs.
I'm really going to press you here because I want a nickname for Sydney Martin before this broadcast gets over with tonight that we can use for all regional tournament. So the pressure is on you. I'll give you some backup, but we already got Big Time, Brooklyn Big Time Thomas. So
All
she
right.
helped us with the BT. So you're going to help us right here.
Okay.
And we got to think of a magnificent one. So
Okay,
not
a
now,
magnificent
but be
one.
thinking of it.
All
All
right.
the girls need one. So
Okay.
we need to start working on that. Boys got nicknames, girls need nicknames.
All right.
All right, knocked them both down. Brandon, early 6-point lead. 5-0. Sydney Martin coming out of the half. We didn't guard her. Air ball. But we're not rebounding well. We've got to block out.
Stays with the jumpers. Hey, James, just now noticing Haley Combs, number 1, a 5'5" guard, is also a freshman for
Hey,
the jumpers.
the Cats are only up 37-36 at the half.
Oh, no.
You talk about falling apart.
What happened? Goodness gracious.
Logan Bates said go with the Grim Reaper. So
Oh, no.
it's a pretty good suggestion. Savannah blocked out, but nobody's there.
Savannah
Where's our guards
Heist
at?
Trying
It's
to
like
get
we
after
had
the ball.
5 underneath the basket.
Jalen Dye has it, kicks it out to Haley Combs. Combs gets the call from her coach.
Florida's up 37-36.
Oh, Cassandra
Wow.
McWhorter here.
Hey, Lucian Deaton
Calling
said,
the
come
call.
see me. I'll be the very first one to give you guys $30.
Oh, wow.
So-
Thank you, Lucian.
Yes,
Of course,
sir.
you wouldn't expect anything less. That man serves students. He knows all about it.
Hey, Damian Lyles said just use Sid the Slayer. That's not bad.
Sid the Slayer. That's good.
Sydney the Slayer Martin.
Psycho Sid? No, that's a WWE.
I don't know if we like the psycho name. Uh-oh.
It's like
Injured
Grace
for Somerset.
Bruner
I
is,
hope her knee's okay.
Maybe
'cause
re-injured her knee as she hits the deck
I
here.
hate for
that
anybody
a
to
young
be
lady.
injured. She's in tears. She's hurting. So
Something
fans,
looked a little off there.
Steven's helping her down there, so hopefully Steven will get her
Steven
back on
Sims,
track.
trainer for the jumpers. Sydney Martin going to guard Jalen Dye up front. Kate Bruner in the game, swings it back to
Fans, when you also, if you mail that check in to us and make it attention to Brandon or James, be sure to tell us, that was a block shot. Be sure to tell us what size T-shirts you need.
Fisher tried to get it underneath and couldn't put it up and in. She's going to check out of the game, saying she got fouled. Maggie Holt inbounding for the Maroons to Aubrey Dalton, and it looks like the jumpers are implementing a full court press of their own here. Madeline Butcher trying to get it up, met by Kate Bruner with the foul. That's her third.
Okay, she cannot absolutely afford to pick up her fourth because that's going to be huge if she does.
Absolutely. Ball stays with the Maroons. Butcher gets it up to Holt. Holt in the front court. Cross court to Aubrey Dalton. Aubrey's going to drive on the mismatch. Sophie Barnes
Go up with
gets
it.
into
She
the
got
lane,
fouled. Sydney?
loses it. Sydney
Yeah,
Martin gets it and
Sydney
puts
Martin
it up and
with
in.
7 points already in this third quarter, dude.
To extend the Maroon lead, much needed cushion here. 8-point lead for the Maroons as they're cruising in the second half.
Savannah
Kate Bruner
walled
gets it
up.
off
Good
the glass,
defense. Good
can't
rebound.
get it.
Aubrey, no.
Aubrey brings it down low, makes
That's
the
a
mistake.
jump ball, yes.
Stays
She was
with the
already
Maroons.
away from her, but she pivoted right to her instead of looking away right there.
Made
so.
that rookie mistake of bringing it down to your waist, and players are coached to go after it.
If you need a quality work uniform,
Special shout out, Brandon Forster. Look at this lovely lady up on the screen. Miss Betty Jones is watching her son coach every single ball game that he has. And he said, Coach Murray, if you don't mind, throw my beautiful mother up there and let me brag on her. So Betty Jones, shout out to you. We love you. Thank you for being a big sponsor of Maroon Sports Network. And keep watching. We hope you lead us to victory. Hey, and we love Coach Robert Jones. That whole staff is so fun.
Rob Jones is he's a fantastic guy. I want to also give a shout out to Maroon Sports Network to Clint Wood. Clint Wood has a school record right now for Pulaski County High School for indoor track.
Are you calling him Clint Wood?
I'm going to call him Barry Allen
Clint
if he's
Woods.
that fast.
Clint
yeah,
Woods.
Clint Woods.
Yeah, my
Okay,
man. I've got
Clint
him in
Woods.
class, and that's awesome. That's sounds like he may be in the running for an MSA.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a shout out there to Gear Up, hooking us up with the information.
Aubrey.
Dalton
She had
trying
that
to go
rebound.
after it. No good.
There's
Sydney
no way
Martin,
that's going in.
high arcing three,
Yeah.
hits nothing. Grace Bruner's back into the game.
Good.
Gets the
good.
rebound.
I'm glad she's back.
Brings it up for the jumpers.
Madeline.
tipped out of bounds by Madeline Butcher. It's going to stay with the Jumpers. 5 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and the second half has not been a disappointment so
Hey, I got to
far.
see one of our biggest fans here at the game. Mr. Landon Wade is here tonight, so he can't give us a
Is
shout
he
out.
really?
Hey, Mad Dog's probably somewhere right now in Lexington watching this game. So,
my goodness, yeah.
Shout
Didn't
out
see
to
him.
you.
Sophie Barnes kicks it over to Haley Combs, guard number 1 for the Jumpers, freshman guard. He's got good handles along with Jalen Dye. Combs back to Haley Mills. I can't talk. Taya Mills. Jalen puts it on the court. Hits
You know,
it over
right
to
now,
Mills
if
to
we can
Combs.
watch Dye and Mills, I'd like to see these other 3 beat us.
Combs handles the ball really well as for
Watch
the
Mills,
Jumpers
watch
as well.
Mills.
Mills baseline jumper. You're
We
right.
just talked about that.
He's good.
That shot she can hit all day and night long. You got to know where the scores are on the court.
Madeline Butcher met by pressure, turns it over to Dye. Dye has it, guarded by Holt. She drives in. It's turned over.
Charge, yes,
They're gonna
sir.
call-
Savannah is so pumped
She's
up
pumped
right
up.
now. I love her. Savannah Heist.
I'm telling you, she's doing the things, James. Her and Aubrey Dalton
Look
do
at her
the
dad
things,
said, give me 5 coming off.
yes, that extends leads, doing all the dirty stuff, doing the things that not comfortable that people don't want to do, rebounding, getting on the floor after loose balls. That's Savannah Heist. Hannah Murray into the game now for the Maroons. First time this half. Holt
Nice
finds
pass.
Martin
Wow.
real quick.
Maggie Holt. What
Martin
a dime right there. Sydney
tenderly.
Martin with 9 this quarter, Brandon.
Martin tenderly, gingerly running on that ankle. You could tell it's bothering her. 3 by Jalen
We just
Dye.
talked about the 2 players that's going to score, and it's Mills and Dye. Why don't our girls know what we know?
37-32. I don't know. Maggie Holt finds Brooklyn Thomas, baseline jumper.
She was
It's
so
a
ready,
bullet.
big time in the short corner. She said, Mills, I can do it just as good as you can.
It's a bullet there by BT.
Hey,
Taya
she could also
Mills.
be bullet train.
There you
Got
go.
a lot of things to go with BT.
There you go. Sophie Barnes dribbles, finds Combs,
Oh, get it.
turns it
Pull
over
it
to
away,
Holt.
Maggie.
Holt has it to Martin, who turns it over. But there's
Hannah,
Hannah
look up.
Murray to find it. To Martin,
Nice.
look at the
There's
scoop
the-
to Madeline
No.
Butcher, who can't put it in. Oh, goodness.
Sydney's getting tired and her legs hurting, Brandon.
Grace Bruner goes full court. She gets the foul. Looks like it was
Sydney is gassed,
lackadaisical
Brandon.
there.
Sydney is absolutely gassed
Yeah.
right now. 3:04 to go.
She's there to be a good teammate. Say, hey, don't worry about it. It's in the past.
Yeah.
Shrug that off. Just keep shooting. Like that. Big
Listen,
upperclassman
I
there.
feel like we were ready to blow the lid off this place and get
Yeah.
this lead over 10.
That would have. Now they're at the line shooting 2 from a foul after that quick turnaround. Grace Bruner hits the first one. Her second one rolls around the cylinder and in.
Okay, leads back down to 5. Somerset staying in their 2-2-1 press. Work the ball around, and I love Maggie as a point
Maggie
forward.
back to
Busted
Madeline.
it easy. Over to
Finds
Sydney.
Martin in the corner,
Ball
guarded by
fake.
Mills.
What a move. Finally
In
missed
and
a
out.
shot.
Just bounced out of there.
Brooklyn got hit in the
Looked
nose.
like a double dribble.
She's tough. Foul on Sydney, I agree.
She reached in. Great handles by Grace Bruner right there to bring it up.
Brandon, I'm going to predict no less than 5 timeouts in the fourth quarter. So we'll keep track of the timeout. You can't take them with you. So
That's
you might
right.
as well use every single one of them.
Coach Cal says you can.
There we go. Miss layup. Maggie pulls it down. The hammer. Ready to come down the court.
Look at
Brooklyn,
a wide
go
open
finish.
Brooklyn Thomas. She
And
was
she didn't
even
get
shocked
fouled?
that she caught it. They're going to say turnover
Hey,
Maroons.
Sydney right there. I don't know why she just grabbed that, if that's instinct, but obviously they blocked it on Brooklyn, so it was going to be our ball.
Yep.
I can't fault the hustle, but you've got to know, hey, I've just got to let that one go.
Folks, there's a lot of basketball left. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds just in the third quarter. We still got another 8 minutes to play in the fourth. It's anybody's game yet. It's Jalen Dye. It's an NBA
Missed
3
everything.
go.
And we got 3 white jerseys and can't pull
Holt
the
on
rebound down.
floor. Possession arrow goes Maroons.
We have got to block out better. There are 3 white jerseys and 1 black one, and the black jersey pulls it down.
Maggie Holt's the loner for the Maroons, getting in there to try to get the possession and keep it alive.
Cross-court pass. Oh,
Lazy
Madeline.
pass by Butcher. It's turnover by Combs. She lays it up. Butcher's there to try
Yeah.
to rebound
She
it.
was out of
It's
bounds
going to
and touched
stay
it.
with the Jumpers.
Maggie doesn't agree with that, but that is the correct call. You got to come in and establish it, and you can't be the first player to touch it. So I agree with the referee on this one.
Combs inbounds to Dye. Dye fakes the pass across court, drives, takes a Euro step, puts it up and in.
Okay, 3-point game. Everything we thought it was going to be.
Big time play by Dye right there.
Nope,
turnover by Dye, or Holt to Dye. She stutters, lays it up, off the glass and in. 1 point game. She's taking over the game, James.
That was an 8th grader that just put that move up.
Cross court pass to Martin. Martin didn't give the bounce pass to Brooklyn Thomas. It's deflected out of bounds.
Hey, Somerset's really into this game right now, Brandon, and I don't blame them. This is going to be a barn burner.
Marshall Livesey's just giving the sign to calm down, ladies. Calm down in the student section. Almost a turnover here as Mills hooks it up. Jump ball, it's going to go Jumpers.
I'm just laughing at Sydney's competitiveness right there. She was so frustrated with that.
She's getting after it.
Brandon, look at her running down the court. You can tell, dude. I mean, that was a bad sprain. But it's not affecting her.
Combs to Mills to now
Charge.
Dye into the
Brooklyn.
lead. Brooklyn
Got it.
Thomas there to get her hands all over it. Keep it alive here. And there's Dye trying to tie it up.
No, that's not a walk. No way. Wow, fans.
Turnover by the Maroons.
She turned around and didn't expect her to be there, but that was not a tie ball and not a walk, either one.
Coach Atkins he's working on not having any friends right now in stripes. He's giving them an earful. Dye, guarded by Butcher, kicks it to Combs. Combs to cross court to Bruner. Bruner lets it go. It doesn't
Good
hit
block
anything.
out by Aubrey. Good rebound. Keep
Dalton.
it up high. Keep it up high.
I say we go offensively to Aubrey Dalton. She's got fresh legs. Let's go. Let's roll it through her.
Brooklyn's dying for it. She had position.
Calling for the ball. There's
Short
Aubrey
corner.
Dalton coming up to get it, puts it on the floor. She's going to go to the basket, tries to get contact to get it called. No call as Dye gets the rebound. Dye kicks it over to Grace Bruner. Grace Bruner's going to bring it up for the
That's
Jumpers.
deep.
There's
That is
Dye
deep.
for a deep three. Doesn't hit anything.
Short. Good, Maggie.
Rebound by Holt.
Maggie can dribble it down
Holt's
the
going
court.
to bring it up. Finds Martin. It's a high octane
Good.
game.
Aubrey Dalton.
Lays
Bullet
it up
pass.
and in. Laser pass by
Sid the
Martin
Slayer.
to Dalton. It's like Stockton to Malone. Woo! This is a horse race, and it's just the third quarter.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
What an exciting third quarter. Pulaski led by 1.5. Come out, scored the first 7, run up by 8. Sydney Martin with a huge quarter with 9 points to my unofficial tracking. And we're up 41-38. Somerset has the ball. Brandon, everything we thought it would be.
It's quite the exciting matchup that we have here between two teams that know each other very well. Now it just comes down to discipline. Combs handling the rock here for the Briar Jumpers, kicks it to Sophie Barnes, to Bartley, can't handle it.
Look at Sydney
Look at
diving
Martin
for it. Get
diving
down.
for it. Jump ball, it's going to go Maroons.
That's big. That's big. If we can get up 5 or 6 at the end of third, Brandon, you talk about momentum. This
Listen.
sport is like volleyball. You got a lot of runs. I want to go out of the third quarter with a bucket.
Coach McWhorter's trying to conserve her legs. You said our players are gassed. Well, so are the Jumpers. They're trying to keep up with their own pace and can't. They're on the bench right now trying to get a second wind here.
7 seconds. I don't know if we're going to get anything. Sydney
Martin underneath.
Inside.
Puts
What
it
a
up and
pass
in.
by Aubrey Dalton. What a layup by Sid the Slayer Martin.
Those
and that
two
will
are on
take
the
us
same
to the end of
page.
third. Huge. I love the momentum. Okay, let's get ready to go to our national award-winning cheerleaders. 4th place this year. back to us. 5-point lead, 8 minutes to go. I love the way we ended that quarter with the jump ball and a layup. Aubrey Dalton pass to Sid the Slayer.
You know, I love it that it's those two handing off. I haven't got to see that enough this season. The senior and Martin being on the same page together, because that's what you're going to need. Now you're in the trenches. You're in the fog of war. District championship on the line. That's what you want to see out of your upperclassmen.
You put yourself in a great position. Now we got to see how we can finish the deal.
Combs with the ball for the jumpers to now Kate Bruner. Now to Taya Mills, back to Combs. Combs looking as the Maroons are in a zone.
You got to be there for Mills.
Butcher gambles. Fisher's in the game. Bruner drives into the lane. Kicks out to Kate Bruner for a three.
We can live with that.
Doesn't
Over the
hit
back.
anything.
Yes, sir.
Maggie Holt
Yes,
there
sir.
in position. Yeah, hard to miss that.
The hammer bringing down the rebound. I love the relationship that Maggie and Sydney have. Sydney just come over and said, nice block out and rebound, sis.
Maggie Holt coming up big right there. We talked about Aubrey and Sydney, but Maggie Holt letting her impressions felt here.
Okay, almost a turnover, but Somerset's foot is on the line, so PC will keep it. 7:29 to go.
Holt's
Madeline's
inbound.
all the way in the backcourt.
Yeah, my goodness. I don't know what she's thinking. She's got a cannon then. Apparently she's got to ease back.
Okay, the Tiger, all kinds of heart, playing with that broken finger, so we can't say enough about that.
Cross courts to Dalton. Now to Thomas. Back
Nice
to Martin.
pass and
Nice
one more.
pass.
Beautiful.
That diamond pass. Diamond package in and out.
Sydney.
Rebound Martin.
Yes,
puts
sir.
it up and in.
Wow. Guys, Sid the Slayer. That's, if we're making a highlight video, Steven, that's going to be one of the plays that go in there.
James, that's what we call winning plays. 45-38. Kate Bruner trying to find something to happen. Gets it off to her guard, the freshman guard Combs. Looking nothing there. She's dribbling around the top of the key, and she's going to slow it down for the jumpers. Combs eerily resembles her coach.
I will take a minute possession per trip by Somerset at this point in the game, Brandon.
Kate Bruner
Madeline, I thought she was
dribbles
going
it
to
to
jump
the left side. Gets it off to her sister, Grace. Grace back to
Watch
Combs.
number 10. Watch number 10. Let's don't let Mills open on the back line. She's dying for it in the short corner. Aubrey, please know where she's at. Make one of these other four beat us.
Kate Bruner calling for motion. Sends Taya to the opposite wing. Taya Mills.
Foul over the back.
Foul
I agree.
on Maggie Holt
I
to
agree.
Grace Bruner. Grace says, give me a bounce pass.
Yeah, that was not a good decision, but hey, at least it did get a foul on us. But hey, it's only 2 on the hammer, so we're in good shape. 4 fouls for each team at this point in the game, so we don't want to get them to the free throw line, so let's play solid. But Brandon, they've already taken a minute on the clock on this trip.
Back into the game is
good.
Jalen Dye.
Madeline Butcher went up
Butcher
and got that
hits
one.
the deck. Wide open Grace Bruner for 3. No good. Rebound comes to
Aubrey
Dalton. Get it out of your
Rebounded
hands
well.
there, girl. Maggie's off and running to the races.
Just slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
Probably don't need to force that.
What was that?
And she runs over Kate Bruner, who's now holding her ankle. We might have a stoppage in play right here.
We have a 7-point lead.
Yeah.
You have the basketball.
And I think that's what Coach A is saying. He's like,
dribble
look,
it out.
understand where you're at right now.
Run your offense. You still want to take a shot. You're not killing time per se, but you're going to get a good shot. The key is not to turn it over.
Yeah, absolutely. Right there, you got to know. Look, 6 minutes left to go. Look, we got the lead. Let's get it down the court and get what it is we want to do.
Oh, she's there. She
Maggie's
picked
got
the
it
pocket.
again.
The hammer.
Oh,
missed
she
it.
can't finish the layup as Kate Bruner gets the
She's
rebound.
on foul right here.
Is off and running. You don't want to do that 75 feet away from the ball. Goal. Grace Bruner drives.
Jump ball. Jump ball. Yes, sir. BT
Possession, Maroons.
stuck her hand in there.
That's a winning play from the
I
freshman.
love it. I love it.
Good
huge,
presence of mind.
Huge number 15 fan.
Brooklyn Thomas' athleticism, it always just tends to amaze
savvy
me.
and smart.
Can't hear anything in this gym right now.
We can
Coach
hear
A's
each
trying
other
to call
just
the
barely.
play and trying to get his ladies' attention. Maggie, it looks like she's gassed.
Maggie and Madeline do such a good job of bringing the ball down the court. It's amazing what a good job they do against that press.
7-point lead by
Here
the
we go.
Maroons.
Now we're being
massaging
patient.
the clock.
No, we're not.
Thomas for 3 doesn't draw
She got
anything.
it blocked. That was definitely deflected.
She's running up the court as
Oh,
Jalen
that
Dye
almost
gets it
looked
up
like a carry.
quick. Dye's
Hey,
met
stop
by
her.
the
She's going left.
upperclassman Martin. That's the matchup you want. Taya Mills for 3.
No.
Calls glass.
Bank shot 3 to pull them within
45-41. Dalton with a fresh set of legs gets it to Martin, breaks the pressure. Butcher's going to let a 3 go.
Boom! The Tiger says, "You want to do one? I'll raise the ante." And
She said, "Grandpa, let me airmail you a hug right now." Grandpa Steve
I
Butcher.
promise Steve and Pam want to give her a hug right now.
Let me airmail you a
big.
hug right here.
Yes.
Madeline Butcher, big shot right there. She was almost on the
No,
logo.
don't leave Mills open again. Good.
Rebound,
Aubrey's
Aubrey
rebounding
Dalton.
so well.
She's been there all night.
Timeout,
James.
timeout. Yes, sir. She got trapped. Good call, Coach.
I'm glad that the coach called it.
We cross-reference the value of your car with multiple sources. And here at Dong Franklin, we think it's worth more.
Are you serious?
When it comes to trading and selling, Don Franklin invests more in you.
For real?
Not just your vehicles.
Sorry, man. I don't know what came over me.
Happens all the time.
Sell us your vehicles. We really do pay more.
If you need that warm hot tub put in before the cold weather sets in, that roof put on your garage or home, a sign to advertise your new or existing business, or just something big and heavy moved or removed, look no further than Crane and Boom. They can provide you with the utmost professional heavy lifting services anywhere in the state of Kentucky. Contact Josh Anderson at 606-305-1832 and
All right, we're back live, Brandon. What a big shot by Madeline Butcher. They just had cut it to 4, had the momentum. That was deep. That was not a 19-footer. That's about a 22-footer.
If she would have stepped back, she would have been on the logo
She
over
has
there.
no fear.
Yeah, for a freshman. We got a lot of youngsters out here now. Brooklyn Thomas, Haley Combs, Jalen Dye, Madeline Butcher.
Hey,
Goodness
we
gracious.
were talking to Brad the other night, and he said, "You know what? Dad laughed a bunch of Florida at that, but I want to let you know the athleticism comes from me." So he went ahead and cleared that out.
I'm going to set the record
I'm
straight.
going to set the record straight for the viewers at home. Where the athleticism.
I love it.
Oh, do it.
Dalton's wide open. Almost surprised how open she was. Nobody there. She had a lot
She's
of
going
real
left.
estate
She's
in
going
front of her.
left.
Dye goes left, lays it up, tipped around, out of bounds, stays with the jumpers.
Aubrey said no, but Brooklyn tipped that out. I agree. Good call.
She's smiling real
Pulaski
big.
fans don't like it. Somerset loves it. It's the right call. I don't like it, but it's the right call.
Well, you know right now every possession matters, so it's going to be hard, whatever it is you do. Grace Bruner in the corner, drives, baseline layup, no good. Rebound, Haya Mills. She's fouled by Aubrey Dalton from behind, the referee says.
Okay, Brandon, we got to get a little more savvy there. I know that she was in front of Aubrey, but that's one of those times where if you're an old school player, you go ahead and start putting your knee in them. You start pushing them with your arm. You make sure they're under the net, so the only thing they catch is the ball coming through the net, and you've got the weak side rebound.
Fight for position right now. Taya Mills hits the first free throw.
Brandon,
Second
she's
free
a
throw.
nice player.
It's up, it's good. No good.
Brooklyn.
Rebound, Brooklyn Thomas. Maggie in a hurry gets it to her point guard, Madeline Butcher. She's going to walk it up. We got a man-to-man right now from the jumpers. Aubrey Dalton kicks it to the corner to Brooklyn. Back to the top of the key to Madeline.
It wouldn't have surprised me if Madeline would've took that 3.
Maggie Holt to Brooklyn. Back to Madeline, who's going to drive. She's going to put it up off the glass and in. Big points right there. Madeline Butcher, the last 5 points for the Maroons. Combs has the ball.
Number 20 is a play.
Brooklyn. Oh, Madeline getting her hand on the ball there as Dye's got her hands full.
I wanted a jump ball there.
Combs.
Take off the left. Charge.
Oh, ran Brooklyn Thomas over.
Brooklyn, I love the effort, honey. I love the effort.
Sydney Martin's pleading her case for Brooklyn Thomas. Love that. Jalen Dodge, she's just got really good handles for a youngster. First free throw for Dye. It's good.
Okay, Kentucky 50, Florida 43 with 15 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second half. Thank you, Lucian. So it's a good run. I wish we would have put them away. Maggie, good rebound.
Rebound, Holt. Nobody's going to get that from her right there.
We get a Cats victory and a Lady Maroons victory,
I'll
Brandon.
take it. And a Lady Maroons District Championship.
Tonight.
Butcher has it. Bruner came out to get her.
Good
Lazy
idea.
pass by Martin there, and it's a foul by Dalton.
I agree. It is.
75 feet away from the goal.
And the worst thing, it's 1-1 and the clock is stopped.
Coach Atkins is just absolutely frustrated right there with Martin. He's like, don't pass the ball like that. Take it to the rim, young lady.
Full timeout. Here we go.
Hendrickson understands that work is not only a way to satisfy your personal drive and ambitions, but it's also a means for you to provide for yourself and your families.
Paid holidays, paid time off.
You can earn several different bonuses towards the end of the year.
It's the first place I've ever worked where you're not treated like a number. You work for Hendrickson, you're part of the family.
The work schedule, and then also the company-sponsored events. We have pool parties, Christmas parties, softball tournaments, kickball tournaments, all the fun things. And the management knows you. I mean, the management participates. They know everybody by name. It's like a big family.
Becoming a valued member of the Hendrickson team provides you with a full complement of benefits that include medical, dental, health, life insurance, and disability insurance, as well as a flexible spending account, a 401k, and a pension plan. Hendrickson will also offer financial...
All right, Brandon, we're back. Big 1-1 for Miss Dye. We can't hear anything. I do love the band playing, but we need to work on those noise-canceling headphones.
I don't know if they're supposed to be playing while we shoot free throws, but they did.
I thought it was supposed to be quiet now.
50-44 right now as Dye hits the first free throw. And right now you just got to be sound and don't force anything if you're the Maroons.
Hey, I was just watching how Brooklyn boxed out right there, and there was no way her girl was going to get the rebound. Okay, 50-45, 3:04 left, fans. It's going to be exciting final 3 minutes.
The Jumpers are going to extend that defense out. There's
and
Sydney
one.
Martin.
Yes,
and one
Sid the
big
Slayer.
play.
Brooklyn coming over, Madeline coming over, everybody giving her some, hey.
Big time play. That's what you got to do.
That makes it feel like it's Lady Maroon time.
Yeah. Well, she established her position. Great awareness to get the ball right there. Martin finishes the and
You knew
one
she's
play.
going to make the free throw. Her confidence level is through the roof. Okay, let's get a stop right here, Lady Maroons.
Butcher guarding Dye. Combs cross court for the Jumpers. Looking for something. Handles it over to Grace Bruner.
Hey, Maggie almost shot the passing lane right there.
Yeah. Bruner back to Mills, back to Bruner. Corner to Kate Bruner for three. In and out.
We just cannot get a long
Grace.
rebound.
Lays it up.
Good block by Aubrey
It's
Dalton.
deflected by Aubrey Dalton. Out of bounds with the Jumpers. Into the game, Sophie Barnes.
Hey, you know Aubrey may not have a lot of points, Brandon, but she's still played a solid defensive game and helped
Her
with
and Savannah
rebounding.
Heist have really
And
done
Brooklyn
things
Thomas
to
underneath.
extend leads for us. Aubrey
Yes.
Dalton's definitely been there. Her defense has been much needed tonight. Getting in passing lanes, deflecting the ball. Grace Bruner's got it. Kicks it over to her freshman guard, Combs. Brings it to the top of the key to Barnes. Barnes inside to Grace. Grace drives. She's fouled, and they're going to call it on Aubrey Dalton, and she was in position. Brooklyn Thomas, I apologize, her fault. First free throw by Grace Bruner is good. 53-46, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. You're watching Maroon Sports Network. Grace Bruner hits the second. And the Jumpers are down, but they are most certainly not out. They got some shooters that can shoot them right back into this ball game.
6-point lead, 2:08 left to go.
Madeline Butcher
With the double
strong
team.
with the ball through the double team. She's
Aubrey
met
said,
by
"Give it
Combs.
to me." Oh,
and
yes,
almost throws
get
it
it
away,
through.
but Dalton was there and just couldn't bring it up. It's out of bounds, they're going to say on
Hey,
Dalton.
that
Swings
went
it back
from
to
being a layup to us through a fortunate break to being a turnover. So that's just sort of a bad bounce. We need to stop.
Lady Luck wasn't there for the Maroons there. Here's Dye, drives, what way? Left.
You know the last step coming is left, so you just got to take another step over with your right foot.
53-49 as Butcher has it. Minute 30 seconds left to go. Barnes comes out on Butcher to guard her. Butcher drives right, kicks it over to Aubrey Dalton, swings it down to Brooklyn Thomas, puts it off the glass too hard. She can't get the rebound.
No.
Almost there for it is Martin. It's out of bounds. Back to the Jumpers, down 4. what you didn't want to happen.
It's about ready to get interesting. That, too, I felt like would almost sealed it for us. I know it's crazy to say, being up 6, but now you feel like, Brandon, we almost need to find a way to double-team Di, because she's splitting the double teams and she's going to able to finish that layup. Let's hope Bruner's okay here. I think she is. I think
Brooklyn Thomas is, I mean, she had the shot.
She did. She did.
She had her back to the basket. It's going to be a big-time play. Looks like we have a player timeout here for some maybe possible blood on the player for Grace Bruner as they're dealing with it. Combs, ball's deflected. Barnes picks it up, back to Combs. Combs dribbles right. She's got possession as Barnes has it now. Down 4 is the jumpers. Di has it. She drives right.
Left.
Puts it up.
Oh,
in and out.
Look at
Rebound
Maggie.
is Hope had it.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to call it.
Out, and the
she
hammer
went up
went
to
and
get
got
it. They threw her to the deck. Great play by Maggie Holt.
Okay, that's only 6 on Somerset. A minute 2 to go. Brandon, if that went in, you don't know how the nerves react. You're only down 1. You just got to have a stop. Next foul, we shoot the 1-and-1.
Put the ball in Sydney Martin's hands right now, because if they're going to foul, they need to foul her.
I will second
Butcher
that.
holds it. She drives baseline, gets it to Thomas.
we go.
Thomas, smart play.
Smart,
Get it out to
yes.
Martin.
They're trying to get
Maggie
a foul.
Holt on the line. Dribble drive, hands off to Butcher.
Okay, Coach A called the timeout. I don't know if I really like that, because Somerset was struggling right there.
Yeah.
Sort of feel like they were just wasting time. Now they're going to come out and they're going to have to say, do a good early trap. If you don't get the trap, then we need to foul immediately. So let's see who gets the ball in their hands here. I feel like for the most part we got really good free throw shooters. I feel ultra confident with Sydney. Maggie's really good. Aubrey's really good. I don't know that I don't trust Madeline or Brooklyn either.
Yeah, right now I think you do what we did out of the last time out where we needed a bucket. You go to the grid. I would go to Aubrey Dalton, your senior leader, or Sydney Martin. Put the ball in their hands, force them to foul you. It's a chess move, and then it's up to you. Go to the line. You got to connect at the line. Free throws is where it's at right now.
Hey, fans, stay with us tonight. A little extended post game. Tonight we're going to have a trophy celebration on the floor. Yep. So they're going to do all district for the regular season. Then we're going to crown the runner-up and crown the champion, and then we'll do a post-game interview. Brandon Forster and I are thinking about taking our skills down on the court tonight.
This is just an absolute ridiculous scenario. We got both bands playing, cheerleaders screaming, you're talking, I can't hear a darn thing.
Well, that may be
gracious.
a good thing that you can't hear me talking.
No,
so.
no, I mean.
I think you finally realized when my lips quit moving, it's time for me to say something.
I mean, it's just the environment that we're in right now. Sometimes it's just you got to throw your hands up and say, what do I do? Brooklyn Thomas has it. She's fouled by Grace Bruner, who has her face bandaged right now.
She's had to go with, looks like, toilet paper in the nose.
Yeah.
To stop the bleeding.
Get things stopped. I guess that's what you got to do. I tell you what, Grace Bruner is she is like a war colonel here for this Briar Jumper team. She just gets it done. She's just a winner. She's there for the rebound.
Get there, Aubrey.
Deflected.
Yes.
Aubrey gets it to her senior leader.
Yes.
Wide
Go
open.
finish this ball game.
This might
Look
seal
at how
it away.
smart
She
is.
just brings it out.
Give it to Sydney.
Sydney Martin fouled by Combs.
Maggie Holt with the
Big play.
You know, that's sort of like the Super Bowl sliding in there. I know there's a lot of time left. I think I almost would have just stopped and waited till they got close and put it in. I don't mind her dribbling out.
Six
She
points.
just took about 3 to 4 seconds off the clock. So she's got confidence in 31. Bingo.
First one by Sydney Martin. Love seeing it fall for her.
Hammer Holt, you're a genius.
For all the students that did show up for the Pulaski County Maroon student section, I'm not talking about students that's steering away from the student section. I don't know what's up with that. But thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You all
very
are
much.
leading the charge, and thank you for showing up.
Some good double teams right here. She walked. There we go.
Rebound,
This
Maggie
thing's
Holt.
over.
You're not
Put
going to
this
get that
thing in the
from
books
her.
for the Lady Maroons. Take it home,
Deflected
baby.
to Aubrey Dalton, who is ran over by
cross.
Sophie Barnes and Jalen Dye. Goodness gracious.
This one's going to the good guys, Brendan. District champions.
Like I said, I like Sydney Martin taking the last free throws, and I like the last free throws right now with 10 seconds going to Aubrey Dalton. Way to go, young lady.
The ball game's now tied at 50 with 13:47 left. Unbelievable.
That's that number 2, Aubrey Dalton.
You hear me? Auburn, Kentucky is tied 50-50.
Oh. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if somebody's got hurt or the wheels have completely fallen off at Gainesville, but whatever. Aubrey Dalton misses the first one. Rebound, Sydney Martin.
Look here.
She puts it up and in.
Scores. She is district champion. 31.
I don't think they gave us our 2 points.
She is so happy.
They didn't give us 2 points.
They put it on the wrong team, didn't they?
57-49.
57-51. Lady Maroons will take this one home.
District champions, Pulaski County Maroons.
Stay tuned. You may not hear audio for a minute. Actually, we'll keep talking because once they get the trophy celebration ready, then you and I can transition down. So, Brandon, let's break it down for them. I know you can't hear, but break them down.
Okay, here's the scenario. Both bands playing again, crowd is loud, and both cheerleading squads. I don't know. Game's over. Congratulations to the Lady Maroons, district champions. This is a fantastic night. What a way to be a Maroon. Way to go, Coach A, Coach Woodcock, Coach Jones, bringing home the W for the Maroons.
Very well coached ball game. Our ladies grew up. Brandon, a lot of big plays. If we go to track this back down, Sydney coming out in the third quarter with 7 straight. But I'm going with Madeline Butcher's 5 points in a row at a crucial stage in the game around the 3-minute mark. When they cut the lead to 4, she said, nope, we're going back out to 7 with this baby. Then they scored as 5. Nope, I'm going back up to 7 with this again. So she didn't score a lot of points, but she scored 5 big ones there in the fourth quarter. And I've got hats off to everybody. I can say a good thing about every player that was on the floor.
Well, I see Sydney Martin's face. She's really emotional
Brandon.
right now. They're going to call Sydney Martin as player of the game. But Maggie Holt's defense and rebounding tonight, I'm going to give it to her. Standing ovation for Sydney Martin right now.
Now the trophies. Sydney Martin, she's crying. She's also happy. So player of the game, number 31, Sid the Slayer. Okay, we're still live. We're getting ready for trophy celebration, fans. So Mr. Kevin Cook is out. He just looked at Braxton. He's like, what are we doing? I didn't know it was on camera. Okay, we're going to have to try to listen, Brendan. Addison Chancellor and I didn't get the names, but 2 Casey County players. Congratulations, Casey County.
We had our hands full with them the other night. Fantastic players there for the Rebels.
Right there. We're getting a ladder ready for our girls to cut the net. Somerset, Grace and Kate Bruner.
Yes.
Now, fans,
Sisters.
This is all season awards. This is not tonight, not Monday night, but all season awards.
Yeah. Kate and Grace Bruner, they're definitely warriors for this Bruner team, or Somerset team. Very good players. They'll be tough in the region tournament.
Okay, Rockcastle County, Keeley King, and I didn't get to hear the other 2 just yet, but Rockcastle County sending out their 3 representatives.
Tremendous athletes for their team. And had great seasons for Lady Rock.
No, we'll just keep our sound out. We'll just finish them up here and still go down there.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Ladder
Lady
is being
Maroons.
brought out.
Sydney Martin, Aubrey Dalton, Maggie Holt, and Madeline
Butcher getting
We
in
got
there.
4 on the
Hey,
all
listen,
season.
there's some sitting on that
district
bench. Brooklyn Thomas and Savannah Heiss, you had your hands all over this one tonight, too. Congratulations to you,
Remember,
ladies.
This is all season. He can. Here we go. What a great all-star district team. Okay, trophy celebration. So we'll go to Somerset for the runner-up trophies before we transition over to Our Lady Maroons.
Those are some nice-looking trophies, James.
This is going to be better.
Okay, right there.
Now we'll go to the main camera. So turn around and switch back to the touch.
So we should find out that all starts running out.
Okay, congratulations to Somerset Lady Jumpers on an excellent season. So
with those
good
guards
hard
they
fought
got
game.
in the 12th region tournament, James, you got to look out if you're on that swing side playing the Briar Jumpers first round. They got good guards here that can take them in that bracket. on the
Mr.
12th
Cook
region
just having
side.
hand out medal after medal after medal after medal. All right, we're getting some professional photography for the district runner-ups, so they will play next week. We'll find out on Monday night or Tuesday night after Saturday's draw at 10 a.m. at Lincoln County. Guys, we still got our girls cutting the nets down.
Jeff's trying to talk and the band's playing over him. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's time for the band to finish up for the night.
They just need to cut it out.
As our band celebrated that, give it up to the your 47th district champions are the Pulaski County Ladies.
All right, let's give it up for the champions. Brandon, a bunch of happy girls right there. Maggie Holt, Brooklyn Thomas, Sydney Martin. Look at those smiles. How happy they are.
Well, I want to highlight what Brooklyn Thomas said last night. She said, this team and these team that I play for is the best team I've ever played for because everybody
Best
loves
set
each
of
other.
teammates.
No
Neely,
drama.
Everybody loves
Everybody loves
She
each
did
other.
say that.
Yeah.
I love getting the inside scoop.
Yeah, and it showed tonight because everybody was very unselfish with the ball. We saw Sydney make play after play, passing the ball to
I'm
her
going to have to
teammates
get
that were
Teresa
open.
Burkett's picture for the webpage. That needs to go up there tomorrow. So Teresa, actually, she's married. I keep calling her Burkett, so I need to get the new last name correct. So my apologies. So now Coach A. Game ball
There he
for the
is.
championship. Coach A, let's give it up. Okay, fans, stick around. Let's get the net cutting down before we interview the players of the game. Jaggard Wells is just going to have to interview everybody.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go down the floor and let's join them.
No, that's a pretty good idea. We may just have to throw them all in a huddle here. We'll see what we can come up with. Brendan, let's sort of kill the mics and let's go down on the floor.
Let's go down there.
Let's just get the girls celebrate. Fans, stay tuned.
Yep.
Let's get the nets cut down and let's get the player interviews.
Yep.
Stay here and celebrate with us.
Absolutely.
what Murphy wants. Who's next? I want you to take a minute.
filming for no reason. Yeah, I didn't realize you were over there. That was about it. Yep. That's great. Are you serious?
I think the way I'm going to do the guys tomorrow is I'm going to go where the K is and get a shot and then chase them around to this other side. Have you switched off of me yet?
Braxton, give me mine. Turn it on.
You got the remote?
Get on. I'm here with the district champ. Hey, how does it feel to pull off a big win against a crosstown rival like Somerset?
It feels good.
Where's Brooklyn? There you are. How were you able to fight through the physicality that you faced during this game?
I work out and I did it, I guess.
That's a good answer.
Work out.
Okay, Aubrey, how does it feel to pull off a big win when this could have been your last high school game?
I mean, it feels great, and I couldn't be prouder to do it with this team.
You guys played great.
Thanks. Yeah.